Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. Moving on my own skin. Crocodile, yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Made new, can't tell who I was. He saved me by grace. He did it just because. Yeah, my flesh was on E. Had to fill it with the spirit. God, I could bleed. Secretly in prayer, gotta keep it real discreet. All the verses they don't write on God breathe.
Hello. It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Come on in,
What
y'all.
up? What's happening, everybody?
All right, now, everybody, it's my favorite day of the week.
It's the most wonderful day of the week.
It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
I know it. Don't play.
Come on, y'all excited? Come on in. Come on.
All right.
Look, we sharing. Go ahead. This is
been
your
quite
moment.
A day.
It's gonna be your moment.
Yeah, this is your moment. This is your time to share with somebody.
Yes.
The good news is we live. We made it.
Yes.
Right in our minds, right in our body, in our inner being.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, if you're watching this, you also got the benefit of the fact that we've been praying for you.
Yes.
And these are the effective and prayers.
Mm-hmm.
These are fervent prayers.
Absolutely.
I mean, these are prayers for you. And if you married, this is for you and your future spouse and your existing spouse. If you single, then this is for your future. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we've been excited about, seeing each of you come up.
Yes,
we believe in that we're going to see 100,000 married couples that's going to be blessed in their marriage and that's going to be blessed in their finances.
Yes.
And so this is a movement, if you will. Is to commonize. Is that a word?
No, but it's okay. You like making up words.
I do make up words, and that's a good one. We're commonizing being millionaires. There's 22. How many millionaires?
22 million.
Every time we come on, we should share statistics, man. 22 million millionaires. Then how come it can't be us?
It can't be.
Yeah. So why can't it be the people who married, the people who got kids, or the people who want to be married, or the people who want to have families? Or why can't it be people who want to do good things with their money and not just blow it and buy a Bugatti and a yacht? Maybe some people actually got missions and nonprofits, and some people got ministries, and they need resources to be able to fund those things.
Right.
And that's why we created Mom and Pop Millionaire Marriages. So if you haven't subscribed to this, please make sure that you like our channel, go on to all the different YouTube, on Facebook, follow it. It's because
on Instagram.
The purpose of this is so that married couples have money to be able to hold down their community. And you got all the money you need to be able to hold down your church, your family.
Yes. That
everything around you should have a whole abundance. And you know why stuff is going to be blessed? It's going to be blessed because you're there.
That's right.
And so that's what we did. And a lot of times there's stuff that we believe should be better than it is, but we not in a financial position to do it.
Yeah.
Joy, I was thinking about this earlier. How many nonprofits that we have in our city, and how many people got nonprofits? But then I thought about it and I was like, maybe 10 to 15% actually are full-time.
Really?
Yeah, but most people not full-time in a nonprofit because they still got to work a job. And so like, that's not having the money to be able to put your time into the things that you believe are most important is one of the biggest issues that's facing married couples.
Yeah.
And so this Millionaire Marriage is all here about that. So today we're here on the topic of get naked.
Ooh.
Get naked. But before we get to the topic of get naked today, we got to show you a little bit about how our day went.
Oh, our day.
So we're going to start with the best stuff, and then we'll work our way back. So this is how our day started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We are at one of our properties that we're starting renovations on. It's going to be one of our rental properties. We are excited about this one. Very excited. We got some great renovations that we're gonna do on it, and so we're
Y'all
gonna
gonna
go
love it.
inside. We're getting the materials list ready. I'm super excited because this is my favorite part of it. So
This
let's
is
come
nice.
on. We get ready to go in.
This was today, y'all.
Yes, this is earlier.
Hey, so check this out. So she's going inside right now. Let's see. We got the windows out.
Got the windows. Oh,
You always gotta start on the outside. Yes. Hey, what up? What up? Hey, knocking. This is a rental house with open concept. Come on, who we talking to? So this is where we started, and this is where it goes to after
Shooting
that.
out the handle here.
you got a purpose.
Okay, hold on.
Here.
You can't just.
I
Go
can't
from
just
that.
go from that to that.
You can't go from that. to
Okay,
this.
well, I want to tell you, things was going good. It was me and Joy.
Okay.
We in this property. We all excited. It's gonna be a rental house, but we're gonna make it open concept.
Right.
It's gonna have a nice tiled out bathroom. We like getting the tile and all the stuff. We
Yeah.
excited about it.
It's going.
And do you know what happened?
What happened?
It was an amazing day. Joy spent half the day getting
Lumber and materials. My
Material.
favorite thing to do. I don't
Yeah.
mind doing that.
Yeah.
I like, I like finding and
Yeah.
going to talk to people.
she
now.
like going shopping. So she
Yeah.
got a chance to go shopping for materials,
Yes.
which was really cool. But we started off with a really great day. We
We
had a
did.
ton of people working on this property today. I don't know, I feel like everybody and their cousin showed up to work on this property.
It was.
So it was a great start to the day. Things was
Yeah.
going good. Joy then goes to get her hair done. I know you think it's beautiful. It's luxurious. I just want to touch it. Can I touch your
Go
hair?
ahead. Thank you for asking.
Oh, it's wonderful. All right. And so she goes to get her hair done. And so I'm at the house, obviously getting ready for all the things I'm getting ready for, handling my business, doing what I do.
Right.
You know, I'm doing stuff with ministry. We're excited about. I'm doing stuff with
All
business,
types
all kind of
things.
consult. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. And then
Then
this happens
What
right
happened?
here. I don't want to show. Can I show?
Show.
Okay, I'm going to show you what happens. This is what happens next. Is I get a call from a guy, and he is like, your house that you have just put out here, and he was looking at it, it had a leak, and it was literally dripping. And I said, oh no, it destroyed our kitchen. It destroyed it. It was water everywhere.
Mhm.
And then the even more egregious part, that wasn't even the part that made it sad.
Here, the bathroom is
This
soaked.
is the part that
The
made
water
it
was
sad. Watch
shooting
the
out
video.
the handle here. See that? Underneath
Water
here.
was shooting out the handle.
And then down here, the bathroom is soaking
It
wet
sat for a couple of days. I was
all the way
so
over
sad.
here.
Yes.
And for whatever reason,
Look at this.
it doesn't look like the sump
Look at
pump.
Oh,
Because we got a whole swimming pool in the basement
I
bro.
can't believe
all the way to the outside, and it's not
6 feet of
coming
water
out.
in the basement.
6 feet of water.
The sump pump didn't cut on. So it was a
Yeah.
leak. The sump pump didn't get cut on. And then it was 6 feet. It was literally a pool. Look how many stairs that is. That's 1,
That's
2,
like 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stairs.
7
That's
steps.
like, oh my goodness gracious. So
Oh my God.
I was, look at me. I was distraught. I was sitting here stressed out. I was like this.
And I'm getting my hair done like, what?
And I'm sending her pictures. And so, but then I went over there and I'm telling you what I remembered
What you remember?
in the moment. I couldn't even bring myself to be stressed.
Yeah.
It's because the peace of God, I'm telling you, just rested on.
Mhm.
And I was like, I ain't worried about this.
Right.
And so anyway, the guy who went to go look at the property to buy it was like, hey, John, I got a pump for you, brother. I was like, what? You got a pump? So anyway, we go throw the pump in there. He's pumping the water out.
Yeah.
We go get a wet dry vac. We get somebody to patch it back up,
Yeah.
clean it all out. And I was like, this is not a big deal. And I was thinking about it. I was like, is this the worst thing that's going to happen to me all week? I said, I hope so, because this is really
Right.
some lightweight stuff.
Right.
So most people's worst case scenario that they would be crying and weeping about, I'm telling you, it is so not that serious. It's a couple grand, and we're going to be right back into it.
Yes.
Plus, we got insurance. So
Yeah.
even if the insurance acts funny, it's not
It's
a big deal.
okay.
So what I'm telling you is even the worst day in real estate
Mhm.
is pretty much,
It's not
that's
that
about
bad.
it. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
And so, so we want to talk to you all about this topic today of getting naked, because getting naked is the thing that we got to be able to do.
Yeah.
And all of this comes from
I got notes on.
These books right here, you can show them your notes. You actually read this book.
I
We read
do.
these
You
books.
see me?
So we wrote these books, and so you could text us at 502-632-3005. But this is not to sell you a book. It's just if you want to follow along with us because we're in chapter 2. And so obviously in chapter 2 of this book is what we're going to be discussing today. Chapter 2 of Wealthy Mom and Pop Millionaire Marriages, Financial Freedom is Better Together. We're in chapter 2 today.
Yes.
And so you can text this number if you'd like to get a book, and then we'll ship them directly to your door. You just text, say you want a book, we'll send you a link.
Yes.
You hit the link, and then we'll ship 2 books because we only sell 2 at a time because these are marriage books. So our singles, you're going to need to
Find your partner.
find your partner, somebody you like, and get them a book. We obviously are always going to say, guess what? Read the book, but don't read it alone. Read it with somebody.
It is made to be read with
someone. So read this together. So Joy is going to share a little bit of story from the book that we think is going to help you to get naked because it's very important.
So I'm going to share a little bit about a part of our journey and part of my journey specifically. So I used to be a stay-at-home mom. I got to a point where when we started having kids, I was like, I can't put my kids in daycare. I'm having anxiety. I was like, John,
Right.
I know, we needed our income, but I could not take leaving my child with another person, another human being that wasn't part of my family. Like we lived in Nashville and we didn't really have anybody there that I could leave him with. So I was like, I can't do it. So got to be a stay-at-home mom, take care of my baby. And then as I went along, I realized that my whole world just revolved around my baby, and I started realizing that, I needed some other contact besides this 1-year-old that I had at home with me. And John would say, you should go venture out and go do something. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. Never would do it. And so one day we had got a membership at the Y, and I've always liked kids. Before I had my own, I love kids. Love working with them, worked at church with them, things like that. And so he was like, they hiring at the YMCA in the childcare. I was like, okay, John. And I dragged my feet. I literally dragged my feet. I was like, I'm okay. I went there to go work out, but never would stop to ask about this position. And so finally, one day he goes and asks, like, my wife is, was looking for something, I think she'd be a great fit. So he gives me the number to the supervisor of that department. And so I call, do the interview. Long story short, I start working there. I start working in childcare. I love it. It was such a great opportunity for me and for my son to be able to be in there, have contact with other people our age, and just have that contact. So I've always liked to work with kids. And so it was right up my alley to be able to do that. And so as I would go along, I worked at the Y, and then, I was like, well, I've been here, maybe I can, graduate and go up and start in management and stuff like that. And you know what? I kept getting passed by. And I was like, well,
this is the part that's kind of messed up because some of y'all are like this right here. Y'all been working. She had a master's degree.
Yes.
And did good in school and everything. Yeah. And then you go tell me that I'm working a minimum wage job and I'm going to be the supervisor of minimum wage people. And you telling me that I'm not qualified to do it? I'm like, help me understand.
That's what they said. So I said, okay, I'm not qualified. Well, then I was like, well, I'm going to start my own. Yeah. So I quit there and I opened up my own childcare, in-home childcare called Joyous Events for Kids Childcare. Mm-hmm. And it was one of the best. And I got to do everything that I wanted to do and to be able to help children, make it affordable for parents who needed it. It was such a great, and I was good at it. Like I had the C's. Mm-hmm. I was state certified, filled to the brim, bona fide, certified. But just knowing that the skills that I had, I was able to implement those in a way that could benefit our family. And then I didn't have to worry about nobody telling me what I could do, what I couldn't do. So we took we took what was in our hands
Yeah.
to be able to take our family to another level.
Oh man, you better tell that story. You better tell that story. That's what happened. Check
Yeah.
this out. You gotta see it. Look, this was the child care. So she literally, this is what we did. So
Yes.
people say, "Oh, where'd you get the money from to buy some rental property and stuff like that?" Y'all was broke as a joke, and about to not couldn't even smoke. I don't
smoke.
I don't smoke neither. But you know what I'm talking about. We was broke, and so broke, busted, and not disgusted,
Not
but we
just
were
broke
still
and
happy.
Yeah.
But I'm letting you know right now. But we took what was in our hands. She
Yeah.
took what was in her hands.
Yeah.
And then she raised money,
Yeah.
doing what she enjoyed doing,
Yeah.
which was enjoyed working with the young people.
Yeah.
She got to do it on her own time.
And I got this. My kids were able to be in my daycare as well, so it was a win-win for me.
It was a win-win.
Yeah.
And not only was it in her hands to do mediocre, she was like state certified,
Yes.
3-star certified. I don't know anybody who's ever worked in child care knows how challenging it is to get
Yes.
a state cert. They come and inspect your stuff.
Yes.
You got to take all these tests and stuff. And she had that place humming. It was beautiful. And we took that money, and that's the money that literally helped to free us.
Yes.
You know, from now she now was free off the job.
Yes.
And then she took the money that she made, and she didn't just go blow it. Like she could have just went and just did whatever she was gonna do.
I could
Balled
count
out.
up. I could
You know what I'm
count
saying?
up.
Like in that moment, I'm about to get me all the purses I ever want. This is my time. I'm finna get a new car.
Nope, didn't do that.
I'm finna get my hair did.
Yeah.
You see these fresh micro braids on there? This stuff ain't cheap. I'm finna get my hair did. I'm finna get my nails did. I'm finna do all stuff. She didn't do that. You know what she did? She put that money right here.
I did not put it right there.
She did too. She put a lot of it right there. And then after that, she went out and brought her some properties.
Yes.
And so then, so this is the formula. And so the reason she was sharing the story, that was beautiful how you shared that story,
Thank you.
is because there's a formula to being able to get some wealth.
Yes.
And freedom formula. This is the formula. We want you to write this formula down.
Write it down, y'all.
Is you got to turn your time into money. Turn the time into money, just like she did. She had some time on her hands, hanging out with the kids all day, and said, "All right, well, let me turn that time into some money."
Yeah.
Then she turned her money into some assets.
So did property.
She bought some property. She went to the auction and
Yeah.
bought some properties
I did.
with some daycare money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now that praying properties that you bought with daycare money is paying you every single day, whether you like it or
It
not.
really is.
And then turning assets into freedom, because then she bought the assets, and then who got free? Because she invested her time and she freed me. So now I get to do all the stuff that I do, write books and go around traveling and talking to people
folks.
and doing all the stuff that I like to do.
Yeah, because you free.
Because she invested in that time. And so that's the freedom formula. We're going to give it to you one more time.
Come on, get
And
your
so
pencils
it's
out.
obviously, if you need, look, I'm telling you, this is a good book. You should read it. The story is in the book.
Yeah.
This is chapter 2, Get Naked.
Yes.
And this is what you got to do. You got to get naked.
Yeah.
And so this is
You know, the get naked is really being vulnerable.
being
You
vulnerable
have to be vulnerable
and open.
And open.
I love when you say vulnerable. Say it again.
vulnerable.
Your lips look perfect when you
Thank
say
you.
vulnerable. All right, so
Appreciate it.
vulnerable and open. Okay, so
Yeah.
turning your time into money.
Mhm.
To do that, you got to be open with each other.
That's
you can't
right.
be selfish.
Right.
We had to communicate.
You gotta communicate.
Got to be on the same page.
Yes.
And then to be on the same page about what you're going to do with your money,
Mhm.
so that ultimately you can get your freedom. That's why this book is called Financial Freedom is Better
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
And so there's some money myths that many of us are going to have to address. And so it's time to address some of these money myths. Money doesn't grow on trees.
Oh my goodness.
Come
I
on.
heard that so much as a child. It didn't make no sense.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly what money doesn't grow on trees means. I'm still figuring that out.
Right.
Is because last time I seen it was paper.
Right.
Money was paper.
And paper.
And so paper is everywhere. It's in abundance.
Right.
And so it's money all the time.
Yeah.
I always think that was just based on this one thing,
What's
is
that?
that money is hard to come by.
Yeah.
And so that's what it says in the book. And that's just not a true thing. It's just not.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
Yeah, it was hard to come by when we didn't have none.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it don't have to be that way.
Yeah, it didn't have to be that way.
No.
It's so much easier to actually make money.
Yes.
And life is easier when you're making it and not wanting to save it. And so the problem that we had to get over was that we were savers. We thought we could save our way into being financially secure, and it never happened. Because the more we save, the more we stress. It's because you holding on there, we cut our budget down and all these different things. And so found out there's a better way to do it is to make some more money. So next up, money myth number 2. You need money to make money. That is just untrue.
Nope.
That's not true. You need information. You need knowledge.
Yes.
You need information and knowledge. If we'd have known that we could have bought assets and assets buy freedom, that we could have took our time to get some money, take our money, and then buy assets, and then let those assets pay for our freedom.
Absolutely.
We didn't need a whole bunch of money. We started with $1,000 in buying rental properties in 2018. So can't nobody tell us about not having no money, because we're gonna be like, boo, you got $1,000, and you need to rethink what you're talking about.
That's right.
All right. And so next up, debt is bad. Come on. Who told you that?
Right. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Who is everybody? You know, all the people, I'm not even playing. And I'm saying, I know some people on TV who are real popular. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. I love Dave Ramsey.
Well, you know, here's if you think about why we think debt, why I used to think debt was bad, is because that's all I heard was, I got to get out of debt.
Right.
Like it was such a burden. Like it was so hard. And we didn't really understand it.
Right.
Like I didn't really understand debt and what it was and how it affected your life, how it affected your. So when you don't know those things and when it's been negatively affected on your life, it's bad.
See, here's the thing. It's like when you think debt's bad, you make debt bad decisions.
Right.
And so instead of making it, you'll pay off debt at 3%. So I'm gonna pay my house off. You got 3% loan, you're gonna pay your stinking house off. And so now you done took this big hunk of money that you could have invested and made 30, 40%, 20% plus. And now you paid off 3% debt and you feel better.
Well, you know what?
This makes no sense.
That's why knowledge is power. Knowledge is, that's why you need the knowledge, because if you don't know, then you only do what you know.
You only do what you know.
So that's why we knowledge is the legacy that we're leaving for our kids.
Knowledge is legacy. Even credit cards. Guess what? If you got spending problems, that ain't got nothing to do with debt. The problem is you spend too much money. Stop spending money on dumb stuff.
Right.
That's just a fact. You got issues. I'm just being honest, man. Somebody got to do it. We getting naked today. Yeah, but the fact is, the reason why we go on vacation, you know, I'm going on vacation. You know what I pay for it with? Credit cards. Do you know we pay for everything I can think of to pay with credit cards?
But we get points.
Do you know that 2% of every dime I spend on the credit card is funding my vacation?
Yes.
I would spend hundreds. If I could spend hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s, I would, because I don't know the last time I paid for a hotel.
Right.
I can't tell you. It's been at least 5 or 6 years since I paid for a hotel. Since we paid even a plane ticket. I'm barely paying for plane tickets every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so what I'm telling you is debt is not bad. Debt is a gift to responsible people.
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh, that was good. Well, you better write. Come on.
You see this? Somebody need to buy.
Debt is a gift.
Debt is a gift to responsible people.
Come on. I had to write that one down. That was a gem.
Right
that was a gem.
Shout out. Okay. All right. So next up, money myths. You shouldn't talk about your money problems. Oh my goodness gracious.
Lord,
look, stop keeping your money problem secret. Guess what? Everybody got problems. Pass the tissues. We all got issues. Yeah. And you keeping your money to yourself is the reason why it ain't multiplying. So you got to tell people the most successful communities out there. I ain't gonna say who they look like. They don't necessarily look like.
Come on.
I'm moving on. But talk about money. It's okay to talk about. You got to talk about in detail, brother. Look. I got $500 in my bank account, bounced it 3 times. You know, go into detail about. Some people got hundreds of thousands sitting there, but they scared to tell anybody.
Yeah.
Some people got $5. Some people embarrassed because they got 1,000. Some people say, I got stocks. Yeah, I'm doing some stocks and some crypto. And I'd be like, let me see your portfolio. No, I ain't gonna show you. I'd be like, because you got $200 in there and you don't want to tell nobody in a Robinhood account. And I'm like, you got to start somewhere. And the problem is, a lot of times we feel like small beginnings aren't enough.
Yeah, and I don't understand why that is, because starting small is how most people
It's how
get
most
started.
people get started. And it's also, if you're going to
Yeah.
be trusted, how are you going to be trusted with a big thing
Until you
if we're
can
not
trust
able to
others.
steward a small
Mhm.
thing? So,
Yeah.
out of these different money habits, which of these money myths or bad money ideas did you believe? And we're putting a dead on it because this is the past.
Yeah.
You all ain't that no more.
Right.
Somebody
Don't
need to say
believe
this
none
with
of
me. The thing I used to be,
that.
that was a
The thing I
bad
used
money
to
thing.
be, the thing
I
used
ain't
to
that
be,
thing no
I
more.
ain't no more.
Yeah, money. Yep, money is your slave. Matter of fact, you are money master. Somebody say it right now. I'm a money master.
I am a money master.
Make
Come
your
on,
faith
type it in the
declaration
chat.
in the chat.
Yeah.
Somebody put it in the chat right now. Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I said, I'm a money master.
Mhm.
I am a money
Master.
master.
Yep.
It says, I'm a money master.
Mhm.
And money doesn't master me.
That's right.
You understand? I
don't.
control money. Money don't control me.
Come on.
So-
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Money don't control. Money
Yeah.
doesn't control your decisions.
Yeah.
Money don't control what time you get to wake up or
That's
what time you get to go to sleep.
That's right.
You know, money don't control you no more.
No.
Money don't get to tell you what days you could be off and when you
Mhm.
can go on vacation, when you can't, when you can go to your child's recital,
Right.
when you can go see your grandbabies.
When you can go on the field trip.
Money
or something.
don't tell you what kind of school you can get to go to.
That's right.
Money don't tell you what your nonprofit budget gonna be.
All right,
Money
so-
don't tell you none of that. You are a master of money. Money
Yes.
is not your master.
That is right.
And so if you not have experienced that situation before, I need you to make your faith declaration.
Yes.
Make your faith
Come on.
declaration and see, don't God just flip that thing on your behalf? If you'll be bold enough. Somebody
Come on.
say bold.
Be bold.
Be bold enough.
Be bold.
Walk into a new thing today. So that's why we started this Millionaire Marriages, is for the simple fact of we as a group need
Mhm.
people to help us on our journey.
Yes.
So obviously writing these books was important
Yes.
so that you can have the opportunity and we can have the opportunity
Mhm.
to be able to talk through these things.
Absolutely.
But then also the even bigger part is like, look, we started this real estate coaching.
yes.
Like we're not just doing this because it makes us money. I
No.
guarantee you, we do one deal,
Yeah.
then we wouldn't have to do this at all. We can do one real estate deal
Yeah.
in a year, and then that would be all of the coaching fees plus more. So, but instead,
Mhm.
we want to help hold your hand
like we
through-
want you to be great.
to be great.
Yes.
And so, this is our investment in you. And
Yes.
so, please, if you are a married couple or a partnership
yes.
who's a partners who are wanting to get together and do real estate together, I want you to text this
that
number 502-632-3005. Our program is designed for you. We have
Yes.
calls every single week. Plus, when you're doing deals and have specific questions, you have access to us and then part of a community that's growing together
Yes.
and doing real estate. So then when you get yourself and creep and get a property and you didn't buy it
Mhm.
right, or you do some dumb stuff and something crazy happens and you
Right.
get a pipe that busts and you don't have to freak out
Right.
because somebody's been there before.
Yes.
Or if you
And
got-
as we showed you.
we showed you earlier, or you look in there and say, oh, well, how do I do this? Well, these are the steps to be able to rehab a whole house,
Mhm.
because that's what we do all day.
Right.
Or these are the steps to be able to make sure you don't buy for too much, or that you get it right. Or these are the steps to be able to get assets
Yes.
that are going to help you to be able to get your time back.
Yeah.
And really, that's what we desire to do more than anything, is
Yeah.
to help married couples get their time back through buying assets at great prices and
Mhm.
then being able to fix them up right so that you can have the time that you need to invest into your nonprofit, into your
Mhm.
ministry, into your family, and then into this.
into
Don't miss this.
don't miss
Man,
it.
them lips is popping. The hair is perfect. Hey, look, I'm gonna have to log off, y'all. Look, I hate to be like this, but we about to make something shake around here.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna see y'all later. God bless you. Y'all
Thank y'all
have
for
a great rest of the
joining.
day. And remember, it's so much better together.
together.
Peace.